Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTG Traders. My name is Taryn, and this is Black-Green Constrictor. Pro Tour Hour of Devastation really brought out the best of the best in decks, players, and playstyles. But one thing that was apparent from the start was this: mono-red aggro was the Goliath to tackle. Even when the field was narrowed to the top 8, we only got 3 other decks that weren't mono-red aggro: black-red aggro, mono-black zombies, and black-green constrictor. But only 2 decks made it to the final match for the Pro Tour winner, and that was Paulo Vitor Domino's Ramanap Red versus Sam Pardee's black-green constrictor. In the end, Ramanap Red took the day, but the more interesting deck to us was Sam's. Black-green constrictor has the ability to ramp quickly and swing for the fences just by turn 4. So let's get into the deck, and warning, this deck is a pricey one. I know I usually cover more casual decks, but I couldn't pass this one up. But before I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to MTG Traders for more content like this in the future. It helps us know you care. We've got 20 creatures in this deck, and each and every one of them do things to go big and wide. We've got a playset of Walking Ballista, Grim Flayer, and Winding Constrictor. The Ballista does so much work in this deck, pinging smaller creatures than mono-red aggro and pinging your opponent for the final bits of damage to close out the game. Grim Flayer is here to help fill your graveyard so that Liliana in the deck can bring back a creature to your hand, as well as create a 4/4 for 2, swinging in on a possible turn 3. Winding Constrictor is the real MVP of the deck though, making all of your counters double and making your board state large, so no targeted burn spell can deal with them. Moving up to the 3-drop slot, we've got 1 Rishkar Pima Renegade and 3 Tireless Trackers. Rishkar can be an amazing enter the battlefield ability when you're fighting board state tempo, and Tireless Tracker can help in drawing you mid to late game bombs as well as becoming a huge creature himself. Remember, this deck wants to go big and wide. Every card in here helps in that effort. The last 4 creatures in the deck are your bombs. That's 2 Kalitas, Trader of Get, and 2 Virtuous Gearhulk. Both creatures offer fantastic impact with their abilities. Kalitas is a great combo play when you're up against a wide board state of smaller creatures. Having even 1 kill card in your hand helps to deal with them and grow your board as well. Afraid of losing Kalitas to a cut or 4 energy Harness Lightning? No problem. Sack that zombie you just made and made Kalitas an even bigger threat. The need or want to make him a larger threat is super relevant in the meta, where Glorybringers can come in swinging and pinging for 4 damage. Virtuous Gearhulk is your massive board pump spell with a creature attached. If you have a Winding Constrictor out, it's almost assuredly game. That is it for creatures. Let's move on to spells, and we've got 5 Planeswalkers in the deck as well. Check it out. 2 Liliana the Last Hope and 3 Nissa Voice of Zendikar. 3-mana Planeswalkers have been and always will be some of the best Planeswalkers in the entire meta. Liliana is here to kill early game threats, feed your graveyard for Delirium, and help fill your hand with creatures you can play the same turn or the following turn. Nissa is here as basically a pump spell. Putting a +1/+1 counter on every creature you control is very real, and of course, it's made all so much better with Winding Constrictor. Nissa can also help elongate a game if you get to ultimate with her as well. Liliana's ultimate, however, will just win you the game. And that's it for Planeswalkers. While they may be difficult to play on turn 3 thanks to their double mana requirements, they're incredibly useful. But what else is in the deck? Removal, card draw, and well, more removal. For removal, we've got 4 Fatal Push, 2 Grasp of Darkness, and 2 Dissenter's Deliverance. Fatal Push has proven time and again that it's one of the best pieces of removal in the game, and it's happy to have a home in Black-Green Constrictor. Grasp of Darkness is here to make sure we can deal with gods and other indestructible creatures, and Dissenter's Deliverance here is showing that even when Martyr Vehicles doesn't top 8, there are still plenty of artifacts that need dealing with in the format. The last 4 cards in the deck: Traverse the Uvenwald. This card does a variety of things for us. 1, it feeds our Tireless Tracker, making him much larger turn over turn. 2, if Delirium is active, it can help hunt for your late game bomb. And 3, this can be your early game mana fixer, making sure you hit your turn 1 through 3 land drops as often as possible. And that is it for the main board. The lands go something like this: 4 Blooming Marsh, 3 Evolving Wilds, 1 Hashep Oasis, 4 Hissing Quagmire, 5 Forest, and 6 Swamp. Quite a decent spread. But with Evolving Wilds and Traverse in the deck, you'll be thinning your deck for answers twice as fast, meaning you'll be less likely to run into mana flooding. So what can we do to improve our odds against the aggro matchup, or even control matchup? Let's go over Sam's sideboard. 1 Grasp of Darkness to up the chances to remove a god, 3 Transgress the Mind to fight through a control-heavy matchup, 3 Dispossess to deal with God Pharaoh's Gift, Martyr Vehicles, and various other artifact strategies, 1 Doomfall for more hand hate, or again, killing an indestructible god, 1 more Tireless Tracker to help on making sure we hit a creature every turn, 2 Gonti, Lord of Luxury to fight an aggressive board and even control matchup, 1 Ishkana, Graph Widow to help fight against flyers and fast board states like mono-red aggro. This survives a Glorybringer, by the way. 1 Omnixilus Reignited if we need to deal with creatures and or need card draw on slower board states, and lastly, 2 Never to Return to deal with creatures and planeswalkers. And that is the deck. This deck is coming to one of the most expensive rates Standard has to offer, around 360 to 370 tickets on MTGOtraders.com. But while it's expensive, the deck does serious work against a variety of different matchups very, very well. It can handle mono-red aggro handedly, get under a blue-red control matchup, and has no problem against the mirror matchup post sideboard. Overall, this deck is amazing, and while it's not rotation-proof, for the next couple of months, this might be the deck to beat. But as always, if you disagree with Sam's list or think something else could be added, let us know in the comments below. I'm taking this bad boy out for a test drive, so look for that video soon. For now, like the video if you like it, and subscribe to MTG Traders for more content like this in the future. See you guys in the next video.